Movie notes on Now You See Me, 2013 film, 26 September 2024 viewing. I watched this today, Thursday, 26 September 2024. I am Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And for this viewing, I came up with the description is a fiction film about a team of 4 magicians holding a series of spectacular performances while being investigated by a governmental agency. Yes. So they are very alluring magicians, and they put on these spectacular performances, and they get these crowds, and it's all the huzzah, and they steal all the press, and you know the government goes, "There's something wrong with this picture," and so they investigate while these performances are going on. and I was like, you know, is that how the Olympic Games work? So essentially, they have these big, like, magic shows, and there's things that happen, and it looks like everything is seamless, like nothing is going on, like it just is like magic what happens on stage. I was like, is that what so if there are like 5 so-and-sos competing under one namespace, do they have trap doors? Do they have like stages that move and they go, you know, and they have like all of these, like the Olympic Games have like all these tunnels and trap doors and corridors and moving whatevers that we don't get to see, and they're like, but we could tell people, and some people find out anyway, but should we tell people? No, because we don't want to ruin the experience. But then on the other hand, those of us who are viewing are like, but now we have to go back and rewatch the video because we've got to figure out where the goofs are or where the magic stuff is, right? So I'm like, whoa, they could just skyrocket their notability if they told us where all the trapdoors were, right? Okay. Oh, and is that the same for Leaving Planet Earth stuff? So, like, is it all not a hoax? I wouldn't actually classify that quite as a hoax if that turned out to be true. But, like, people leaving planet Earth, but that's something I've heard even in science, right? They could be from some exotic place, all the samples they bring back from the moon or whatever. Right? And so, and for that, I don't know. I don't know about the Olympic Games, and I don't know about the Leaving Planet Earth stuff, right? So, like for that one, I could see that it definitely fits the personality or temperament of it being a bit of a magic show in the sense of like, ooh, ah, look at that thing in the sky, look at that beautiful light, ooh, ah, look at the spectacle, and then they tell us, oh, you know, it's just blank. And we go, what? Why? Why did we spend so much time going, ooh, oh, look at that thing in the sky? So, yeah, there we go. And then I was like, okay, so those are the obvious things. And the things that, like, at least in some communities are talked about. So let's talk about me. Ooh, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. Now you see me? Now you don't. Okay. So, like, is there something that might require, like, human magic? Like, if I were to say, like, human, like, precision and skill without invoking, like, actual magic. Ooh, I like that. Right. Okay, so I got dream admissions process for my PhD in physics in Italy. Advisor, he designates himself. Okay. Letters of recommendation, it becomes incestuous. We're very much Italian, and they go, we're going to get the letters of recommendation from other faculty members within the department. So if anybody ever tries to take her from us, we're like, lockdown, we all recommended her. Or not we all, but like whoever did. Transcripts, those Italian smooth tuckers have already made their way to Shoreline Community College and the University of Hawaii at Manoa to get the transcripts in person. Without my knowledge, they are Italian smooth tuckers. CV, curriculum vitae. They might have a list of what they want on it and how to format it. So when they let me know, notify me that I've been accepted to their program or whatever, you know, and they say we want a CV, and like they're gonna give me a list of things that they want on and how to format it. That's actually like even a graduate institution or an institution I attended for graduate school in the past, they actually had like a style guide for how to format a CV. No joke. Then there's the reading 50 pages, more than 50 pages, 50 papers and take my own notes and they might leave it at that, but have a very strong, you know, the advisor looks at the paper and says, make YouTube videos. You know, start that second channel if you haven't already, you know, and like do what did I read today? You don't have to share your notes on the videos. In fact, maybe save those for the advisor, but the advisor goes, maybe just like talk about what you read. That way I can be like, oh, I'm stalking you on YouTube before you even get here. I know how fast you work. Okay. And then any additional paperwork I can fill out on campus. Ooh, yeah. So there's a dream admission process, right? Oh, but we're missing one thing. My research statement. So, is this my research statement? Do they take what I say here? And is this it? Whether they transcribe it or me. We shall see. Ooh, now you see me. Okay. My dissertation is... So is this my research statement? Okay, so this is it. Okay. My dissertation is resurrecting the ether. Describe what happened to it, comma. Essentially, it was accepted / acknowledged, then one experiment showed it might not exist, and no one challenged the results, nor modernized past experiments to test for an ether. I am interested in modernizing a different set of experiments and developing the theory necessary to modernize the ether. This is something I have been working on for over 20 years. End of the research statement. Yes, it actually is. It's like one of those things where, like, you know, people, it's like well established, and then somebody publishes one thing and they like don't even like do their experiments again, right? They just do one thing and they're like, no, everything is wrong. And like for whatever reason, people don't go like, let's replicate the experiments, or they don't go, maybe we should do a different set of experiments to test that. And so it was just kind of like, I think like people just kind of want the easy way out, and I was like, just, there's a different set of experiments that my advisor, resurrecting the ether. I would hope I could make the time amusing. I guess it took me a long time. So from kind of to figure out the experiments I would put out, it took me approximately 17 years to figure out what experiments I needed to do. So, and right, I mean, I would have to test that, right? There's like modernizing it might say nothing, but like, yeah. So that was something I was like, it's the ether is the magic, right? It's there and then it's not. But people haven't challenged the singular result, right? It's just kind of like, and not everybody disagrees with the ether. It is a concept, has been around for like what, over 2,000 years or something. So, and it's only relatively recently that people are like, newer technology. Let's just say it's not there, right? And it's not everybody, right? It's like one of those areas of science where. So there's like the fad areas of science where there's like huge surges and then it's completely dead. And the ether is like one of those areas is one of those areas where it kind of always gets attention. But it's not the peaks nor the troughs of like fad or mainstream science. It's like the kind of used to be more central science, and now it's kind of like pushed to the edges, but not to such an extent it falls off, kind of like fad science does every once in a while. So here we go. This is my movie notes on Now You See Me 2013 film, 26 September 2024 viewing.